Hamzah Sheeraz. How are you, mate?
Very well, Dev, yourself?
Yeah, I'm good. Look, great to see you, and I guess I've seen your entire rise. I remember the kid boxing at Brentwood Leisure Centre, warming up out the back. You had no facial hair. You didn't have a muscle on your body. To be honest,
for real, yeah. For real.
Look at you now. It's a big moment for you, this, isn't it?
It's been a long journey, Dev. It's been a good journey. Absolutely blessed, to say the least, and I can say that kind of done it the hard way. Do you know what I mean? Kind of done it the hard way. I mean, I was always given the platform and Frank believed in me from day one. But yeah, just with hard work, perseverance, and just constantly knocking on that door, eventually your opportunities open, don't they? And here we are, February 22nd, I've got the biggest opportunity of my life.
Did you always think that this would come? Because those early days where you're boxing, I'm not sure even some of them were on bigger shows. Sometimes you'd just be in the leisure centres, as I was talking about. You're boxing in other gyms, training in other gyms. Did you think this would actually come?
In all honesty, no, not really. But the kind of more I was stepping up an opponent, eventually I could kind of see it. I could kind of see it in the distance. And then I knew after my Liam Williams fight that one more performance or two more performances and I'm almost there. I'm basically there, and I said yesterday, if I'm not ready now, I don't think I'll ever be ready. So yeah, now's the time.
Liam Williams or Ammo Williams?
Liam Williams. Yeah. After that fight, because he was a world level fighter. You know what I mean? No matter what stage of career he was in, he was a world level fighter, and to kind of dispatch him the way I did, I thought, all right, if I can do that to someone of his caliber, then I think an opportunity should be coming pretty soon.
And you've had the tests in terms of, you've boxed obviously southpaws and you've got a southpaw coming up, but you've had your chin checked as well. Have you had your chin checked in the gym as well? You getting all that confidence?
Not really in the gym, no, not really in the gym. But yeah, against Ammo Williams I did twice or three times actually, and he's someone who can crack as well. I mean, it's not ideal to keep getting my chin checked. You know what I mean? I don't want to be doing that too much. But
well, you normally check theirs,
exactly.
And you find out that they're on the floor.
Yeah, but it's nice. It's good. It gives me that confidence going into this fight. That listen, I've been there before. You know what I mean? So, if God forbid it does happen, it's not new territory.
So Carlos Adames, WBC middleweight champion. He's a strong fighter. He's a physical fighter. Is he the toughest out for you to become a world champion? What do you think?
Yeah, I think he is. I think any of the champions are, to be fair. Any of the champions are. And he can crack as well. Do you know what I mean? He can crack. He's physically strong. He's experienced, way more experienced than I am at the top level. And it's nothing new to him. The only thing new to him is coming over to Riyadh. And it's not as easy as just coming over to Riyadh, because it is hard. And going at that fight week is completely different to what he kind of would have experienced before. But listen, he's a champion for a reason. I don't think it will faze him. But I just got to do what I do, Dev. Just got to do what I do. Go in there and, give him the respect that he deserves, but not too much.
Have you got to change anything in your prep, in your planning, or is everything you're doing?
It's been the same, but it's been way more intense because you know what's on the line now. Do you know what I mean? So we've done them extra rounds of sparring, extra miles of running. And it's still getting put in. We're not finished yet. So, yeah, it's been tough. It's been grueling so far. Definitely the hardest camp of my life so far, definitely. But, yeah, I'm kind of enjoying it at the same time, because I know that if I put in the extra hours and whatnot, the reward is much greater than it would have been before.
You visualising it, holding that belt?
Yeah, every morning, as soon as you wake up. Like, even when I don't want to visualise it, it just comes, it just happens. But at the same time, I don't want to kind of overthink it. I don't want to overthink. I understand that this is like what dreams are made of and whatnot, but why fix it if it's not broken? Do you know what I mean? Go in there with the same mentality I've been having in my last few fights.
Proud of yourself?
No, not yet. I've come a long way for sure. And was I kind of expected to get in this position? No, not really, not at all. Apart from kind of the people who believed in me earlier in the early days when I didn't even believe in myself. Do you know what I mean? So, I think I'll be proud of myself maybe the day I retire, and hopefully I've unified a few divisions and whatnot, and then I can look back and say, you done it.
So you're not taking any of this in then?
No, none of it. I'll be honest with you. No, I'm just I'm just on that journey, just laser focused, and I haven't had any time to reflect. I'm not reflecting. And I think it'll be the same, God willing, inshallah, I get the win the 22nd. It won't be like, no, you wonder. It's like, okay, cool, what's next now? We've achieved this goal, what's next? So I'm always someone who's kind of unlocking new levels and just constantly chasing.
How are you keeping out any distractions? Because you're becoming a bit of a star now.
Yeah.
I looked at your Insta the other day. I didn't even realise you've gone past like 100,000
Yeah.
followers. Like, did you realise that?
No, I didn't even realise myself.
It's gone up, mate. Like,
Yeah,
you,
the following recognition is, it's good. It's good, and I think what happens is because I've been so busy and having fights like 3 last year, I had 3. That's basically more or less constant back-to-back camps. So it keeps me in LA, it keeps me doing my thing, and it just keeps me occupied. It keeps me occupied because God knows what I'd be up to if I had spare time or too much free time. Do you know what I mean?
Those DMs, I'm sure they're popping. A couple more, like away from Carlos Adames. I know he's got your sole focus.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
I saw an interaction between you and Chris Eubank Jr.
In Saudi,
in Saudi.
Yeah.
I liked your body language in that, because you sort of put your hand on his shoulder and said, I'll see you soon kind of thing.
Yeah.
What did you make of it?
So before the cameras come, it was cool. He was chatting like normal, and he was like, "Yeah, you're massive." He goes, as soon as the cameras come, his alter ego kicked in, and it was like he wasn't even looking at me. So it was one of them ones when it. But yeah, someone I'd love to share the ring with, and I'd love to beat up. To be fair, to put it simply put. But like you said, for that to be a reality, I got the 22nd to take care of.
But he said, "Yeah, you're massive," did he?
Pardon?
He said, "Yeah, you're massive." Sort of looking.
Yeah. Before the cameras come,
he
was like, "Yeah, you're massive. You're way bigger than I expected." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know." I don't know what I said, but then everyone comes so quick, and then he was like, "Chin up, chest out."
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Peacocked. And the other one, Denzel Bentley.
Yeah.
Look, he seems to be going towards that WBO route. Might get a shot at Janibek. Might beat him. Might become a world champion.
Yeah.
For me, that feels like a great fight down the line.
Yeah.
I think he said something. I think he called you a pussy recently. Something like that's happened. I don't mean to stir it, but thoughts.
That ain't him, to be fair. That's not him. He's always been someone who's kind of been like myself. Handles business, goes about business.
That's what surprised me.
Yeah. So, I mean, whether it's him or whether it's other people, I don't know. But I even said in an interview, I don't know why he's like taking it personally. It's the game. It's the business. Do you know what I mean? It happens. He was once bigger than I was, and now I believe I'm bigger than he was. And maybe we'll cross paths one day. Listen, God willing, he goes out there, wins a world title, it makes a massive fight. And I win a world title, it makes a massive fight in the UK between an in-house show. But yeah, just good luck to him, man. He's doing his thing, do you know what I mean? Good luck to him, and yeah, no hard feelings.
How are you going to go about this Carlos Adames fight?
Go about it as I've been going about it in other fights. I understand he's my hardest fight, most experienced fight, but I've been stepping up. And I think in this fight, I'm going to find out a lot of questions about myself, and I'm looking forward to that, to see what I'm really about. If and when we do go in the trenches, to see what Hamzah Sheeraz is really all about.
Best of luck, mate.
Thanks, Dev.
All right.
Thank you.